Ebusia, Minasie, Emo Aquaba, Councillor Lee Church, Ababedin Komo, Apa, Angela, Siama, who ebu. Emuchemuya de Baba Sumona, every tailor Ababedu Ghana, and a dear Komo, and I brother Captain Smart so aiding. Excusez-moi. May also subscribe, like, I shall comment, turn on the notification bell, and tears and come away. Emra.
Nibrine. Now, we have some Tiana Mukatse, Siama. Uka some catch Siama. 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Say, I buy a debotechino.
But Bank now made the Ababon.
Missing ya the 2 or 10 bar.
But Bawage now sounds said the Abawa botet. Bounce what was ya made the Ababobi.
Nameka say, and see on Tinanim. Now on Gina ye a son say, Bibia Mammy and on one who sabed if you abidechire agrada shell suit no afa camera now nante to na no twaw no post who ka so in the shop na be kan so te one agrada go pie o ka che so obe na ko be to no pass obe bu hanga de obe no ka asam no
o na be kan
yes on social media no can say we are enye fresh thing so we ka ya we ka isa
o kan scan
o ko to na me ka say on gine yie e san say senye sa na ofi agrada nsem a ne ho be kire no. I don't know how many of you remember that dynamic. Send me feeling some you. Esiama, what can he do?
Well, we do not know. Maybe I know business. We are running.
No, it's not even about business. What can Esiama do now?
Na preaching the crown Sunday because I'm sure no so bekwa can the one preach.
See the okay. Say Nyankopon frɛ. Say akoye prison ministry. Only tell you for the beka. Baby. I say we call prison on our Kenya me asem no. Is this young man a serious young man? Tell him I say, is he a serious young man?
No, me tells you, me.
Or just say, agrada ko prison hono. Nyami here na ma go can smash prison for anything alcohol.
Say he made certain allusions. Say your friend is say you na. Bonzo e hona man.
Okay, all those examples.
Because you na there onyam sembe no.
Say Bible no.
There be bonzo yem there you ko kanyam sembe.
So what I'm saying is that the young man is not prepared. Do you know why he's not prepared? Except he's very intelligent and very smart. But unfortunately for him,
I'm prepared.
Yeah, man, the access to work. So agrada kasano janechi. Yeah. Woman power.
Bon sema
no. Diasa ega. For my shell agba obana pada. Even access to funds. I'm asking myself.
Yeah.
Because agrada is smart. Agrada was a previous confident trickster.
Right.
And a licensed fetish practitioner with less power by enough tricks.
She was licensed.
And when I say licensed, do you understand?
We get you.
Okay.
Within the fraternity of the fetish priests, when she's invoking things, she's able to mention the name of the leaders within that particular convo. What's that? We are conform now over a conform with the candy there. Someone recognize what we did boy ding. What do I say? And you but bomb and say, I said, no more Kenya. Kaita must you see Gagarin. Shanyama Frefre. I saw this so good. Say Paris need there. Oh, he has over called shrine pet. But be an Nembiano. As some woman to come back. No, yeah, no, the Sika cra. Conform to me, Sika bag ma. Ninanko. It's a messy. A Siama ball by me, my cabby, which I mean, I said, messy. Agrada sia sorry then otoma ni kru dada ena ni kru dada na amba eti ni kru dada na amba na no wetua sorry dan na wie no ena onu ankasa ekosi asori na se enti asori dan na frɛ no
nyame
ena po de mini ba asori dan na frɛ no ni kru na amba ntia eti se siama ye sofo na wo anya comforter but wo siama no what you make Bible school now baby at the Mosra to fly so for now banana baby comfort ya Jimienu what I say sia Nyankopon ma ene ni o ma share musalo but am fendi agro but there are people that walk to a graduate church because they see a signboard that is a church and they go there for spiritual enhancement upliftment to hear God's word that jokes are because they are careful that they use the pulpit for. They should think well. They are afraid that can you dinner them.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. Let us see a difference between Agrada and you who is a pastor. Esiama, when you are comforter, fi wakwemu na masofodie ho nya kono esiama memba video we abonten wura toilet na bo me video we so sakabia me say esiama tie me ye di asofo na umbedi sofo we asofo kwala eti na billboard do so no konfo da soro na oda ase emra so say konfo no go jail okodi 15 years
babi duma babi so ti memfa pin wo machi ko dimachi yankwai na yemfuru kwa people yenye de fata so ni se me de me pe wakasa dimachi na mka de abusuafo ne se me de me do wakasa ati etakoru to babi duma babi so agada ho dum and aye brother aye friend no say yes yama ho so aso it this time around was say one of the biggest opportunity asiama say obe explore so obe yi ni ho akere na wanya kukuduro agina de ama ne ho was say asole ni nya agada de ebem na ebum enne eyo no enyame hyiemu ene yakopon de sa akunya no be share ne nsa enti mema ne ndwene enye say ena agrada o say dabi we nya agrada asem eti otwa so na onye na dwuma na eti ko we after say information bi asa be rich yes Kevitela be rich Ghana na Kevitela aba Ghana ha bone ben kwa na wadi you be oh
he came by United Airlines according to the story. United Airlines flight UA996 from Washington DC, and he came with an entourage. According to the story, he didn't just come; he came with an entourage, and they are up and they are so the people at the airport don't quite see people on the flight who told us. And guess what? The report is that sent him to Prestige Lake, go and live in the house that is reserved for the vice president of Ghana. This is the same house that John Dramani Mahama lived in as vice president and even as president. When President Mahama was exiting his presidency in 2016, this is the house that he wrote to Nana Akufo-Addo, and Nana Akufo-Addo agreed that President Mahama can have it. Later on, party hawks prevailed on Akufo-Addo by force that President Mahama cannot have it. And so President Mahama had to relocate and find his own place where he has been living until he was re-elected as president. This house is where Ali Mahama lived in. It's reserved, it's a cocoa board house that is reserved for the vice president of Ghana. This is the house that has been given to Mr. Sansadeli and his entourage to stay in the official residence of the vice president of Ghana. This guy who just finished SS2 not because he can't pay but because he can't learn, and sets up a media organization to basically drop down insults on every important Ghanaian. And because he supports and assists the political party, there's no problem with political parties supporting their own. Every political party supports their own. There's no problem. Akufo-Addo supports his own. John Mahama supports his own. Hassan Ayariga, who's in the studio, supports his own. But you cannot support your own by using taxpayers' resources to bring in somebody like that the court has scandalized. Now, he is now worried about the bench warrant, so he has filed an application at the Supreme Court. I've spoken to plenty lawyers last night, and they all gave their perspective about, oh, this is arranged, oh, this one is that, this is that, and some of the lawyers said, no, the Supreme Court will never accept this. In the next 5 minutes, lawyer Preku will join me and we'll go to the Supreme Court thing that he has filed. We'll tell you about it and he'll give us the dimensions of it. But this is very interesting, and it should be worrisome if it is true that he's staying in the official residence of the vice president of Ghana. Yesterday, I texted Minister for Defense. He has not responded, Dr. Manibuama, and asked him certain questions that you are a Catholic priest, Dr. Manibuama, you are a Catholic priest. You are Minister for Defense. Who wants his child to be like this guy? Who wants his child to grow up and have an insulting tongue like this guy? Who wants his son to be like this guy? Who wants his daughter to be like this guy? And because of politics, you bring him to Ghana. Why, you think MDC will be in power forever?
Hey, ama onosubedi who come on now the topic of the day, and they say, yeah, brother, I a friend of Katachefi so I confirm me. Say Kevitela, Abakurum Habu, it's way and a third timer. What the Abaha, I Kevitela, third timer. ono so edi abaha na this time around put there utu so the president Mahama mu nyina ama na kwan a ombo kire se a politics so dey do de adi atemi yen twa ticket ni bi kwatra brochini ne ndi bia na ye fa ye hwadwe ne entre kuruma because I said dalet and indalet nyina mo kwanya ama otumi so oh ana yinjai iti komo we so mre
obi antumi me nko parliament no biem me koto aso me kotambo chaye federal course aye PhD ni ade na mako back to my business field ho enti already na mama me ready kai e wo Canada na me yes
I want to so kwashe ma winter jacket nana
David
okay
me ready kai wo Canada nkwala no ne wo mo ha ye arrangement atwaso akọ minim say parliament de manjai na my colleague MPs no President Mahama backbench current speaker and speaker Jaho and ET Mensa and nipa be say Collins Dauda nipa be say 10 omo ba yiri me say said ye party no atitia say amwakoni adu no sabe na obekaya na Rollins ne Dr. Obeda Samuel to kwesi wo ntemu a we tuma we na we tuma we ni ande enti wo mu hia unifier bia obeba be general secretary na me na omususu se me ya metuma party na bomu amiadi nkunu ntino akwantu amisi metu no omo mpene so amse ami so dika ho omusu wadika kura ono nkwantra ho na obe general secretary anam si minister me dey campaign for general secretary o mo say ye be campaign ama enti emfanko emfamra enche say misan abandon sa cause ayi sa mi ma
school person okono
anam misan ko di general secretary so me say no so me di 110 ma jai we are so na ye best general secretary to aso na ye best general secretary
what do you to
mani ba me so 17 years enti na say pension no kuraba enti no